This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Angel's Thirst. It was written by Chris Lackey and Mike Mason. It's part of the Cults of Cthulhu, and it's available from Chaosium. Keith Craig is our Keeper of Arcane Lore, and this is Episode 5. A recap will be given by Holly Buto as her character, Georgia Guidry. So, without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Holly?
Thanks, Thom. Well, this case has developed into something far more interesting than my usual work of catching adulterers. The mob, a cult, weird fishy people, human sacrifice, and angels that bestow powers on their worshippers. What the hell did Paula get us into? We decided to follow a lead that Booker gave us to go check out Carl Mann's garage. It seemed like a normal gas station. The employees didn't have very much to say to us, and everything seemed above board inside, until Sammy went to investigate the shed that they had out back and saw several people chained up inside. Dub and I decided to go phone the police while the others stayed hidden behind in case something would happen to the victims. We called the local police and Booker to come check it out. I knew something was up when the sheriff sounded very casual about a report of people being chained up in a shed. Paula said the sheriff and deputy arrived, burlap sacks in hand, and were very friendly with the employees. She and Eelwater held them at gunpoint while Sammy tried to steal their car to prevent them from leaving with the victims. There was a shootout. Dub and I arrived in the middle of it. The employees and the cops were all killed, or they killed themselves. One tried to blow up the gas station, nearly sent us to Kingdom Come. We rescued the victims and found Mr. Diaz, the guy we'd been looking for this whole time. He said that on the night of his disappearance, he'd picked up Elise, who only wanted to observe a warehouse, not go in. They saw angels with bat wings descend on the warehouse. Elise tried to go, Diaz tried to stop her, and they were both captured. We decided to go to Carl Mann's home in Malibu to get more information, and our ruse of being lost partygoers was apparently very transparent. Mann thought we were from the church. He claimed he was trying to keep the people chained up alive and that the church was planning to sacrifice them on Halloween to summon creatures called the Farouk, apparently beings that give power to those who spill blood for them. He was only helping the church to get closer to them as they have this statue of his god that he wants, and he offered us gold to retrieve it for him and pointed us in the direction of where this ritual was going to take place. We met with Booker, who said he'd contact the feds and hopefully meet us in the woods to stop all of this. I'm really worried about what we're walking into, and I really hope Paula knows what she's doing.
All right, excellent. Okay, so you guys were planning on going to the ritual site. So what time were you going to show up there on Halloween afternoon/evening?
I mean, do we want to go early and hide ourselves away so we can kind of watch it? Obviously, don't want to just show up in the middle of it all.
We could send someone to go early and then the rest of us come later. So as not to arouse too much suspicion.
I think it should be at least 2 people, in case this person ends up becoming the next sacrifice.
I'd like to ring up Booker if I can to see if he's organized some type of posse or he's got when his crew was going to show up.
He has. He's got a few guys with shotguns and handguns ready to go. he was hoping that maybe you had an idea of what time would be better.
Okay. We were thinking of getting there maybe sometime around like 7:38. At least a couple of us to prepare a spot, and then we'll have others come up a little bit closer to midnight. We'd like to kind of scout out the area and do some reconnaissance work.
Okay.
Most likely that'll be Eelwater and myself be right there
Mm-hmm.
best for that.
He
If you want to
okay.
send one of your guys too, we'd appreciate the help.
Yeah. I'll send one of my guys. So I'll send you Agent Thompson.
Okay. Is he feds?
He is an old army buddy of mine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna set up reconnaissance, get a sense of like a perimeter, and then hopefully we can just bust them without any bloodshed. But I would imagine that some people are probably going to die. Do you have enough people to handle likely a crowd of fanatics?
We've got some good shots.
Okay.
And a lot of bullets.
Okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully uh, they'll surrender peacefully. Do we have enough evidence at this point to immediately arrest Elise and Wilma? Do you think, Booker, or do we need to like catch them in the act?
Catching in the act would be better, but niceties of evidence and all. We can worry about that later at the inquest.
Paula, do you want me to sneak around there? I'm pretty sneaky.
Yeah, I mean, anyone's kind of welcome to come. I really just want to kind of set up a perimeter and identify what we're looking at. So yeah, if you want to support, if you want to help support us, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need people,
I was a Boy Scout. I know how to get around the woods.
Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, Booker, we'll be in touch. Yeah, if you could set up Agent Thompson, you said?
Thompson, yep.
Okay. Up there, we're gonna get there at 7:30, 7:45.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's getting dark. It'll be getting dark around that point, or already dark. So
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, start by then. Okay, all right. Let's roll.
okay. All right. So Dub, myself, and Eelwater, we're gonna set up shop there. Georgia and Slick, do you want to come with us and take the car, and then you two can maybe hide away somewhere down the road? Maybe
Yeah,
come by closer to midnight.
Yeah, I think it's better that
Okay.
we're not all there at once.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd rather
that sounds fine.
keep the car hidden.
I recall from earlier, I went and found topographical maps of the area. So I'll lay those out on the table and we can see here's the road. Here's where it's elevated. We can hide around back here, behind this rise. We should be able to observe without anyone noticing. We should all wear black, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, standard garb for when we're staking out. Typically we're staking out adulterers and deadbeat dads or whatever. So same rules apply here.
Just deadlier.
And we should be armed, at least partly armed.
Yeah, if we could arrange with Booker to make sure that all of us are armed. I mean, I have my revolver. I know Eelwater's armed. I don't think you three have weapons.
Nope.
I ain't gonna shoot no gun.
Okay, fair enough.
It's also 1920s America. You could go buy a gun pretty much anywhere.
Yeah.
Man like me could get hanged for shooting the wrong person.
Yeah, understandable.
I don't know, misadventure. I'll just, you know.
Okay. All right. So you guys go do your prepping and all, and meet back up, and we'll say you get rolling out at the time you're wanting to try and get to the site at 7:45, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was going to be Dubs, Paula, and Eelwater. And what was Georgia and Slick doing?
We're gonna drop them off there and
Okay.
then maybe find a different place to hide the car and a different
Yeah.
vantage point, I suppose.
Down the
All
road
right.
somewhere.
Okay, so you guys come along. You have the map that Carl drew you, and so you can see the road. When you take a right at where the gas station is, it's still kind of roped off and all, but there's cars going by it, so no one notices. As you go on up Cheney Trail, it's about, let's see here, probably about a mile up that way. You see a few cars parked on the side, and they've got some flashlights out, and you see four guys just kind of standing around laughing and joking. And what do you do?
About how far away are we from the ritual site?
From the ritual site, you are probably about 6 miles.
Yeah.
We need to hike in. That's quite a hike.
Yeah, I don't think we can make it there in time. I say keep going.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming Booker was going to meet us closer to the spot. This wouldn't be Booker's guys.
No.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. I say keep going.
Okay. As you approach Stewin, they kind of get out and they start kind of waving their flashlight. So it's whoever's the driver, it starts getting into your eyes. And it's obvious that they're wanting
Trying
you
to
to
get us to
stop.
stop.
Mm-hmm.
Dub, are you driving?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay.
If you guys want to slip out before we get there.
Well, let's see who it is, at least.
Might be too late. Yeah, I think it might be too late for us to slip out. I'm gonna get out my gun and say, all right, why don't we pull over? I'm gonna have it ready.
I mean, 6 miles is about 2 hours of walking.
Yeah, we can't walk that.
So I'll pull up with a big smile on my face.
Goes, this guy kind of leans over and he's like going, the road's blocks. We had a little landslide up ahead and all.
Because we were supposed to we're going towards the Palisades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess
Is
you
there
have
an
to go
alternate
around.
route? Is there how do you get around? We're not used to this area.
Oh, well, he kind of describes this very long roundabout way to get there, and it's still not getting you to the site that you were wanting to get to.
What happened? I'll just be friendly now. It's like, what, the rocks just broke loose, or
I imagine. When we headed up that way, we saw, one of those big evergreen trees and stuff fell down, and it's in the way.
Can I
Wow.
get a sense if he's bullshitting us?
Sure, give me a psychology.
I'll do the same.
That's a pass.
Pretty sure he's bullshitting us.
I am looking at his stats. What level of pass?
Regular.
Okay. And how about you, Deb?
Mm-mm.
Well, you're not sure.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, sir. We actually have our camping equipment, so we're going to be camping in the woods, but you have a good night. Go ahead, Deb.
You too. Yeah, have a good one too.
We'll just keep
So-
going.
Oh, you drive past him?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. That is good. So when you do that, you see them hop into their vehicle. They start, and they're chasing after you.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
So we just
you get to do your
Big
true
one.
mobster thing.
true
Tommy got
mob-
out the car. You love
Okay. All right.
What are we
So
doing? Are we crazy? Where are we doing this?
Just keep driving. Just keep driving.
Okay.
Deb.
All right.
all right. So you see them. They kind of you can hear their engines. Kind of rev really loud. I gave them their drive auto. They did all right. How's your drive? Give me a drive auto there.
I rolled my drive auto. I got 9 out of 20. So I
Oh,
actually got hard.
nice. Okay.
I watched those mobster movies. Oh wait, do you
Yeah,
have
so-
movies yet?
In the 20s, yeah. You had movies then. Well, they had mobster movies, yeah, because Scarface was pretty old movie. Okay, so let me get out your dex orders here. Okay, all right. So, Sammy, are you in the vehicle?
Yeah, I see my
All
hand.
right. All right, what do you want to do? So you feel William or Dubs speed up, and you see these two other cars coming after you also behind
Oh
him.
man. Oh man. I don't really have anything I can do. I think I'm just gonna duck my head down because if the shooting starts.
One thing you can do if you wanted, you can assist the driver by like doing spot hiddens and stuff, and that can help getting some bonus dice
Oh.
for his drive auto. So
Thank
that's
you for
something you can
suggesting
do.
that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
absolutely what I'll do. Yeah.
Okay, give me a spot hidden then.
Okay.
Sammy's in the back seat. He doesn't have on a seatbelt because nobody does.
A literal backseat driver. Yeah. 40 out of 50. That's a success.
Okay, so yeah, we'll say that like you're kind of looking ahead, trying to keep an eye on it because this is kind of a windy road,
Yeah.
and give him the heads up.
Go that way. Watch out with that tree, man.
Okay. Paula, you are up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna lean out the car window and fire a shot at the car.
All right. Are you aiming for the people in the car, the
I'm aiming
tires?
for like the tires. Yeah.
Okay. So that will be a penalty die.
Okay. I have to roll again, right?
You have to roll the tens place twice and take the worst of it.
Got it. Okay, I rolled the same both times. 50, sorry, 53. I don't know if that's a success. I'm gonna spend 3 luck.
Okay. That seems very reasonable to me to try and shoot out tires. Okay. So you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Damage is 1d8. That is 8 damage.
Nice. I will give this guy his drive auto to see if he can control it because this is like a blowout in these old tires. Ooh, 69. That's an auto 6. He fails. So you see, and then it's up here. Who's got the worst luck of you guys? Let's see how bad of a wreck these people have.
Oh, my luck's 26.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
I have like
Okay.
amazing luck in this game. I bet 68.
All right. Debs, give me a luck roll.
40 out of 26, so I failed.
Okay, so they do spin off the wreck, but they don't wreck so bad that they block the other car. The other car is able to kind of get around them and stuff. But you see it hits a tree, but you don't think it was bad enough to like kill them. Okay.
So they have two cars?
They had two cars. Yep, there's two cars. One of them's crashed. The other one that was kind of falling behind it and kind of whips around the corner doing. All right, Dub, you are up. So
driving like a maniac.
Oh, you're driving like a maniac. Okay.
Well, I'm trying to get away. Yeah.
Okay, so if you put pedal to the metal?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think.
Okay.
Is there
I like it.
anything that I could do that would, I don't know, knock something loose that would block the road? I don't know that that's possible, really. The car. I'm probably
That'd
just
be
trying to
pretty
stay on the
hard
road.
in a car without just wrecking the car. All right, so if you're going to go faster, that's one penalty dice, but then Slick's spot hidden makes it just a regular drive auto.
Keep your eyes on the road, man.
Haha, 14 out of 20.
Nice. So yeah, you kind of come to this sharp turn. You kind of make the turn with just Sammy giving you a call out, and you feel the back end fishtail just a bit, but you're able to keep it going. You shoot on up the mountain there. All right.
Well, I want to raise.
You got it. Once you get those gold doubloons, you are
Okay.
be in the money.
When they see you take off,
10% raise.
they're gonna slam their foot onto the pedal also to try and catch up to you. Ooh, 13. Nice. Oh, they come around the corner and they are going. You start hearing gunshots shooting at your vehicle. So, 97. That's probably with that weapon. I gotta see if that's a jam. They don't hit, so just so you can go plan ahead, Georgia, you're up next.
Okay.
Nope, shotguns don't jam on 97s. They need 100s. Okay. All right, what do you want to do, Georgia?
I'll do like Paula and reach out the window and take a shot at him.
Take a shot. Shooting at them, the car, or the tires?
Yeah, the tires. I wouldn't.
But now
Okay.
they're shooting at us. So.
Okay. Roll with a penalty.
It's probably not going to go anywhere. Yikes. That was a 100. So, no.
All right, so
Oh, you
100.
shot me.
What type of gun are you shooting?
A pistol.
Okay, so it jams up.
Yeah.
And so maybe the cartridge gets caught or something. So you're going to have to spend around, unjamming the weapon, or give it to Illwater. He probably knows how to unjam a weapon pretty quick. Speaking of Illwater, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna lean out the suicide doors on
Yes. Mm-hmm.
on the running board and one hand Tommy gun directly into them.
Okay, so you're just kind of shooting at it in general. Okay, I assume full on volley.
Yeah, I am just hoping that they will see that and decide that it's not really worth it.
Okay, all right. How many bullets you gonna shoot?
Just three, just one.
Okay, just one volley. Okay, give me a firearms submachine gun.
And then it's with the penalty, right?
You're not aiming. You're just spraying, right?
Yeah.
So no penalty.
Oh, okay. Then I got a hard.
Oh, nice. So okay. So with a hard, and with your submachine gun skill, your volleys are 6 bullets. So 3 of them hit the vehicle. Roll your damage.
Awesome. Okay. 22.
22. So yeah, I kind of go. Pop, 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 pop. So you see it, and doing the math here. So Dubs, give me a luck roll. Let's see if he hit the radiator, or if it's just going to be start giving them penalty dice on their drives.
Yeah, I got a 43 out of, what was it, 20,
Yeah.
26. Yeah.
Okay, so you hit it, you cause damage, which mechanically, so they're going to have penalty on it. What you see there is one of them takes the butt end of the shotgun. They start knocking out the window that you kind of spider webbed and stuff with your bullets and all. So,
Damn, these people are committed.
they are committed.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like they're
So
fanatics.
there wasn't safety glass, so that window's going to shatter.
Yeah. All right. Sammy, you're up.
Man, who the hell are these people? And why are they trying to kill us? I'm
They're
gonna keep.
cultists, and we've told them all that we're here now.
I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. It seems to be helping. I'll help direct William and with his driving.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden.
That's a fail this time. 89.
Okay. All right. So like maybe you're getting up here in the woods. Those lights are just flashing back and forth as he's whipping, so you're not able to really kind of give him a helpful. You're still directing.
I think when the shooting starts, he probably freaks out a little.
Yeah. Fuck this. Okay, Paula.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot. Try to get the tires again.
All right. Shot with a penalty die.
All right. Let's see. Nope, that one's a miss.
Okay. Those fires away, and Dub, you are up next. Give me a drive with a penalty.
Got an idea.
Okay.
Oh, I passed my drive.
Oh, nice. Damn.
So we're doing this, right?
Yeah, because the road's kind of
stuff.
like switchbacks and stuff.
Is it cliffy? Does it drop off?
Let me
on
look at
one
the top.
side?
Let me look at the topographical map that they provide with it. Yeah, probably not like a huge drop off, but like in the Rocky Mountains. But yeah,
One
it
that-
would just,
yeah. The
Mhm.
one that when you go over it, you can't get back up.
yeah. These cars can't get back up.
How close is the car behind us?
Let me roll their drive auto. You feel like you've actually put a little distance between in. So in chase rules, they're about 2 spots behind you, which will say that, I don't know, 6 car lengths.
Okay. So I yell at everybody in the car. I say, everybody hold on. And what I'm going to do is, as I go around a corner this way into a blind spot so they can't see me, I'm going to slam on the brakes and come to a halt, but leave the brake lights on. I'm hoping they come around the corner, they see me, they slam on their brakes, and they go right off the cliff.
All right. Okay. All right. I like it.
Maneuver.
So,
Okay.
like, are you assuming they're not going to just ram right into us?
No, I'm assuming that they might ram right into us.
Oh, good Lord.
They're going to, in that last moment, they're going to freak out and turn their wheel. And then they'll
All right.
crash. So
Sounds
hold on.
good.
We're going to
Yeah.
get slammed, maybe.
Here we go. We'll give him a drive auto to see how he does. And I'll say he needs a hard too, not just like totally screw up. An 89 is not a hard. Okay. So you come in there and you see it and they see you stop. They go to stop. They go to slam on their brakes, and they also instinctively turn. And you see it hits, and you see the front tire kind of ride up on your fender, and the car kind of flips, and then it starts tumbling down the cliff. Now, like I said, it's not a far
Right.
fall, but
It's not going to kill them, but they can't chase us anymore.
You pirouette in a car a couple times. It's pretty
They
hard.
can fly out the window. They don't
Without
have
seatbelt,
seatbelts.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty hard on the human body. So,
But I will then hit the gas and start going again.
Okay, all right.
20 cents an hour. I want 20 more cents an hour.
Yeah, that's right. It's a big raise.
Can't believe that worked.
Oh, Lord, me.
You okay back there, Sammy?
I don't know if I'll ever be the same.
I'll pass him my flask. Here you go.
Problem is that now they know that we're up here.
Yeah.
But how could they probably didn't have a chance to relay
I
that.
mean, there was no communication.
Well, with us shooting at them, they might think that we were just gangsters.
Well, who is they anyway?
That's got to be part of the cult.
Whoever they is probably heard our gunfire though, which
Well, let's just get going.
Yeah.
Got to get up.
Okay.
We still go forward with the plan. I think that was just their preliminary guard to prevent anyone from coming up there.
All right. So you kind of drive along. How far away from where the ritual site's marked do you want to stop, or do you just want to drive on into it?
Let's drop us off maybe like half a mile, quarter of a mile away from the ritual spot. We'll kind of walk around. We'll take the topographical maps with us. We have a general sense, I think, from the maps of where we want to go.
Is it woods?
And then,
is it woods?
Yes, it is woods.
Kind of dry woods. If I can pull the car off the road and a little into the woods, maybe we can get some branches and stuff and hide the car.
Yeah, I was thinking Georgia and Slick were going to head further up the road.
Okay. Well, while I'm hiding the car, you can. Yeah, I'll hide the car while you guys are hiking up. I'll catch up to you.
Well, I think Slick and Georgia were going to take the car and drive further up the road because they're going to be kind of our getaway. In case shit goes down.
All right.
So I was thinking maybe they could go like maybe a couple miles up from the ritual site, continue driving up the road, and then once we get closer to the time, they can swing back around to get us if we need a quick escape.
What exactly is the goal that we have here?
We're going to stop the ritual. We're going to stop the ritual and hopefully arrest Wilma and Elise and take down this cult. Ideally, also, we want to grab the statue and have that for leverage. So that's like our optional side quest, right? But I think for us, because we're the do-gooders, we're here to stop the human sacrifices from happening.
Yeah.
I'm just in it for my 10 doubloons.
Yeah, well,
That's right.
so Eelwater, your primary goal will be to grab the statue so we can get that to man, assuming that he's not going to double cross us.
Okay.
I can work with that.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. So, three of you get out and you start kind of hiking in. We'll say that you're kind of going to be on the east side of the ritual site, and then Georgia and Sammy, you guys went a little bit further on and you're kind of hide the car up that way. Makes sense to me. All right. So, Georgia and Sammy, when you drive it on a little bit further, you can find a place to push the car in to hide it. You can hear up ahead, people laughing, and you hear like the sound of hammers hitting like metal stakes, and also it sounds like people are working away up ahead.
Okay, we don't want to get too close.
Right. Then the other three, when you guys got out, where were you going to try and just kind of hike and approach the other way? Okay.
Yeah, ideally we want to get some elevation on them so we can see the whole ritual site if possible.
Well, and if we're dressed in black, then we can get pretty close and stay in the woods. They won't see us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And ideally at some sort of designated area so Booker's guy knows where to find us. I'm assuming he'll be up shortly.
Yeah.
Also, we have another advantage. If they light a fire, like a bonfire, then they won't be able to see anything out in the woods.
Almost certainly. Yeah, they're going
Pitch
to do
black.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah, when you get to the spot where you're supposed to be, you see a guy sitting there. He's dressed in black also, and he kind of looks up at you, and then he does a little, wave. It's a little tentative at first because but he thinks you're the ones he was supposed to meet and all.
Detective?
Um, that's what we'll go with. Yeah, it's Jack. Jack, how's it going? Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jack. Nice to meet you. I'm Paula. This is Tob and my friend Mr. McGee.
Mm-hmm.
I will give him your mob name. Just in
Yeah.
case.
It's like going, so what we got here, Booker was talking about like some Satanists or something that were out corrupting some of our citizens and all.
They're murderers. They're
Murderers.
going to
Oh,
sacrifice human beings to their stupid religion.
sounds about what he described. So
You ever deal with anything like this before?
I dealt with the Germans. They're kind of they were kind of like that. They like that gas and everything. So,
Well, ideally, we'll get out of this without any bloodshed, but we just faced some pretty heavy fire on the way up here from these guys. So I think we might have to employ your skills from the Great War, unfortunately.
oh, okay. I've got some other men stationed around in the woods also. So,
Do y'all have gas to disperse the crowds?
um, no, we don't. We have guns and the element of surprise.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ideally, we'd like to get the cult leaders, Wilma and Elise, and I'll give them like a description. I'm sure they'll be pretty obvious. We'd ideally like to get them alive, if possible. But that may not be possible. These people are probably going to fight to the death.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
True
they
believers.
are corrupted in their
Okay.
own way.
right.
We're trying to prevent more deaths here, and there are going to be some innocents because they are going to be sacrificing some innocent civilians here.
Mm.
So ideally, we want to avoid friendly fire.
Sounds good. Sounds like you've checked it out, and sounds like it's going to be a good time. So what it really sounds like, I haven't shot at a man in anger in a while.
Mhm.
Kill anything that chance.
I like it. Okay, Georgia and Sammy. So you guys kind of find another little place to hide out. Huh?
Yeah, so the sounds that we heard are coming from up ahead where we think the ceremony is about to take place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So then this is probably a good point, like just around where we can start to hear them. It's probably a good point to pull off.
Yep, agreed.
Okay.
So the question is, how close do we want to get? Do we want to leave the car here and sneak a little closer?
Yeah, I think we should park the car a safe distance and then try to get closer on foot.
Okay, then let's do that.
All right. So you can do that. And what were you going to ask Paula real quick?
So do we see anyone setting up at the retreat
Oh yeah,
center?
yeah. If you look down in there, there's about 20 people. They're obviously setting up a bonfire pit. They've got there's some people are nailing stakes into the ground and they're setting up some tents and all. And then one guy is making sure that this pedestal looks like a Greek column, but obviously not as tall, is set up, and it's kind of going to be near the bonfire. He's making sure that it's steadied and all. Mm-hmm.
Is it in the center or is it to one side? Like,
the center of the site. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
but is it physically approachable? It's not like in the middle of the fire, right?
They are putting the fire kind of around they're putting the wood that they're going to burn around the pedestal. Yes.
It'd be hard to grab that statue.
Mhm.
Do we see the statue yet?
You do not.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
And Elise and Wilma aren't there.
No.
I brought a black burlap sack, so that I was hoping we could just run up, grab the statue, and run away with it. It might be a little tricky.
Might be. All right. Okay, so Georgia and Sammy, whoever has the worst luck, give me a luck roll.
75.
50. So
Okay. Wow.
14. That's a pass.
14. Okay. Yep. You get in a nice spot. It's good dark, and you look down. You kind of see the same thing that I just described to Paul and them. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You guys kind of hide out there here for the next hour, unless you wanted to do something different. About at 10 o'clock, another couple trucks come rolling up, and you see Wilma gets out, and she does not look happy. She's quite upset. She goes up and she starts yelling at someone, and you guys can all give me a listen to see if you can catch some of what she's saying.
Ooh. I got a 22 out of 50, so hard.
Thanks. Nice. Okay.
I got an extreme.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So Eelwater, we'll just go with what you're hearing because you obviously got the extreme there. You hear her. She's like going, I said we were supposed to have people watching the road to make sure they're not coming in. They already taken out whoever's messing with us. They've taken out the sheriff. Now you guys don't have guards up there, and they're like, we put guards up there. They're supposed to stop anyone that's coming up. And she's like, they're not there. She's like, would I be asking this question if they were? Yeah.
At least I haven't found them yet.
Yeah. The guy goes, I'll go down there and I'll do gate guard. So gets in the vehicle.
I'll whisper in Eelwater's ear since we're pretty close to each other. Maybe they'll think that we are the fish guy's people because he's their rival, right? I mean,
I think he's ingratiated himself with them.
Well, I thought he was sending us up here to thwart them.
Well, he is, but he also was sort of acting as their friend because he sold them. Or no, he didn't sell him. Yeah,
he's double crossing.
If they on their own were to think who could be up to trying to stop this, they wouldn't think of us. They don't even know who we are.
Yeah, certainly not. I mean,
because he's the only one they
the fish guy. Fish guy didn't think that we were us. He thought that we were with them.
So we might be kind of safe, not safe, but safe from them figuring it out that we're the ones.
We'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. About 10:15, you see a car pulls up, and you see Carl Mann gets out, kind of struggles to get out from the seat, and then he stands, kind of adjusts his pants, and then he starts walking forward. The other car door opens, and you see a bipedal fish man get out. And you guys can give me a sanity roll for seeing that.
Yeah, full on sanity.
Okay.
Well, now I've seen everything.
Main line.
Hell.
All right. Vale?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a 1d6.
What if we
six.
6. It passes 0. Okay, give me an intelligence roll.
Yay.
I love it when it goes to shit.
Yeah, I pass.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Roll a 1d8.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. Who's a significant person in your life?
Ooh. I would say my mentor,
Okay.
Gertrude.
Okay. Your mentor, Gertrude. So when you kind of see that, it kind of shocks you, and you look down there, and you see Gertrude going up, and she shakes hands with that fish creature, and very confusing to see her moving about and all. But what do you do when you see that?
Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, I know someone down there. I know someone's down there. We have to save her.
Ooh, or what are you talking about?
My mentor. She's down there with that fish guy down there.
Gertrude?
Yes. Yeah, she's down there. We have to save her. Wait, why is she shaking hands with them? Oh my god, she's part of the cult. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Paula,
I thought she died, but she's here. They can raise the dead. We're dealing with some evil shit here, guys. I'm sorry to kind of like
Paula,
hyperventilate.
Yeah.
Paula, pull yourself together.
Okay.
Works in all the movies.
Yeah, it does. It does work in the movie.
No, I wouldn't do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, Paula's wide-eyed because
Yeah.
she's
Are you going to do anything to maybe try and muffle the sound or let her keep getting more and more excited?
I'm starting to get louder and
Mhm.
excited. Yeah.
shh, 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 shh. Quiet.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand, Gertrude. She's down there.
I'll just
So, you got that. The Agent Thompson, he kind of looks over. He's like, quiet. This will get you killed on the Western Front.
Paula, Gertrude passed away. Remember? You went to the funeral.
She's down there. She's down there. I swear.
No, she passed away. Just pull yourself together. I'll try to talk her down. Oh, is that psychoanalysis?
Psychoanalysis, yeah. You're 1%.
I'll roll, but let's see.
You're 1%.
Yeah, no.
No.
Got a 77 out of 1.
You can push it. Okay, all right. So
I can spend all of my luck, and
all your luck and still fell. So okay. All right. So Eelwater, you kind of like holding in there. What is your strength there, Eelwater, against Paula's strength?
65.
Yeah, I was 70.
Oh,
Oh my god.
She's a strong lady. Strong lady. Okay.
Too smart for her own good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Well, Eelwater, give me a strength roll, and with her strength being over 50, you need a hard.
Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Oh, I got a 12.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, you are able to control. Maybe she's not fighting as hard as she possibly
shut
could.
up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And it's only for 3 rounds there, Paula, that you're just totally out of control.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it gets you calmed down and stuff. Okay. All right. At 10:15 no, that was 10:15. At 11 o'clock, Elise comes out, and she's carrying a statue, and it looks like this. It's probably about 2 feet tall, and maybe 9-10 inches across. So it's like it's got some weight to it, and she puts it up onto the pedestal.
How high is the pedestal?
Like she probably had to lift it up to about to her shoulder. So, what, 5.5? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's not 20 feet up. So
No. Okay.
Does
That
she
must
look
be
like
the statue that all this fuss was over.
Did she look like she was lifting it with superhuman strength?
No.
Okay.
It looked like she, it looked like, she wasn't struggling, but, it wasn't like this comfortable, like, oh, yeah.
shiny. It looks like jade. It could be worth a fortune.
How many people are there at the ritual site now?
Let's see here. There are. It's hard to count because they're moving around and all, but you're counting probably 30 or 40 of them. Mm-hmm.
Are they all
And this
dressed
isn't-
in a certain way, or are they
No, they're all
just
just
in regular clothes?
kind of just regular clothes and all.
And this is an open air site. There's no tents or anything.
No, they've got some tents up that
Okay.
they erected themselves.
And the pedestal is inside one of the tents.
No, the pedestals inside is surrounded by this wood that they've obviously set up to be a bonfire.
Got it. Okay. I see.
All right. So, Wilma steps forward, and this is and she's like going, my children of the angels. She's like, we've suffered a setback. Our offerings have been taken from us. Who of you is willing to make the sacrifice to raise us to another level? And people start getting excited, and about 5 or 6 people, they start kind of fighting as they're trying to volunteer themselves to it. And she goes, and she picks out 3 of them, and she goes, your name will always be remembered in our in the honored lore ledgers. And she brings them forward, and they go and stand by the wood. Okay. All right. Yep. So with that, she comes over, and she goes, I call down the angels to set this fire and show us that we are truly blessed by them. And you see coming out of the sky the red balls that you saw inside the church. Eelwater, have you ever seen those things before?
I did. Yeah, I was
Okay,
in
then
church.
yeah. If you guys have all seen them, then no sanity roll for. So those come down, and as they come by the wood starts to spark, and it does catch on fire.
We have to do something now.
Yeah, we'll need to act. Agent Jack, do you have like a notification or some type of code to initiate the operation? Okay.
I do.
Go.
All right. Should we go now? I'm thinking it's go time.
We're going now.
We're going
Okay.
now.
All right. He lifts his rifle and he shoots one of the cultists.
Oh shit!
He's like, that's the code. Let's go.
All right. I'm just gonna yell out. Freeze! You're surrounded by law enforcement. Surrender now, and you will be taken into custody.
Okay. You yell that out. When you say that, Wilma kind of whips her head around, and she's like, this place is not secure as promised. and she goes sprinting for her tent. And okay, all right, we'll hop in Dex order so we can kind of keep things straight how it's operating. I'm not going to play the other guys fighting in the back. They'll just be fighting in the background and everything. So, Sammy, you are up first.
I think when I see Wilma go for her tent, my inclination is to go after her.
Okay, I like it.
So I'm gonna try to see if there's like a back way into that same tent.
Oh, I'm sure there are. It's just a quickly erected tent. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So you kind of go down that way. When you enter into the tent, you see Wilma has come in. You see she looks startled, and you see Carl is standing there, and he is choking Elise. What do you do?
Oh hell no! I'm gonna just try to break the chokehold. I'll grapple him, I guess.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you're gonna try and grapple him. What's your build?
Yeah, 1.
Okay, his build is 1 also, so it'll just be a straight up fighting brawl.
Okay. Oh, I got an 11.
Oh, I got an 89. That's the second 89 I've rolled. So, yeah, you're able to kind of like pull him off of her. I know that sounded rough, but okay. All right, excellent. Okay, so you did that. Paula, what are you doing?
Right. I'm also headed for the tent because my kind of goal is to like secure Elise and Wilma. I want to take them in, bring them to justice.
All right, sounds good. Okay,
So
you go running in there. Maybe you've got to dodge around a couple people that are like the cultists. They didn't have guns, so when all this shooting's coming from the woods and all, they're kind of running around back and forth and everything. Give me, because you're coming from that direction, give me a luck roll to make sure that they don't mistake you for a cultist with you. Go with
60. That is a success.
Okay, yeah. So you can make it to the tent without any problem. You're coming in the front.
Yeah, I'll come in the front, like following Wilma.
Hey, so when you come in, you see Stefan kind of wrestling with Carl Mann. Elise is like coughing because she'd been being choked really bad, and Wilma, she spins around and looks at you.
Wilma, get down on the ground. It's over.
She's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, nothing is over.
Get down on the ground, Wilma, or I'm going to be forced to shoot.
He's like, okay. And so she starts like, getting down on her knees and stuff. Okay. It's her dex. Okay. All right. You guys are still faster than them. Dub.
Okay. So, dressed in black, I'm going to run forward, and I'm probably going to just, as I'm running, shooting my gun up in the air to make noise, because I figure everybody's scattering.
Oh yeah.
I imagine at this point the fire hasn't really gotten going yet. It just barely started.
Right.
So I'm going to try now. Realistically, could I jump over the fire? Or is it?
Yeah. Yes. Realistically, you could. Right. They didn't pile up like Texas A&M bonfire. So
it's no more than a foot or two high.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to leap over the fire, and I'm going to run up to the pedestal and put my bag over the statue and then try to get away with it.
Okay. You can leap over it without any problem. You can get your bag on around it and stuff. Give me a luck roll to see if you were seen.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm probably seen. Probably
okay,
one of
cool.
those
All
fanatics.
Right. Sounds good. Okay, and it is finally the other people's turns. Okay, so Wilma starts. She's getting down on her knees, and then she starts talking, but she's saying like in a language you don't understand. And you can give me a power roll. Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh, that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
That's as hard as an extreme. Let me see. That is no, it's a regular.
Okay. I got 15 out of 80, so that's a hard.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So she's casting rack on you. So essentially, your body is racked with this intense pain that causes you to kind of double over, and all you can feel is like, I imagine it's like when you have really, really bad fibromyalgia, nothing is functioning. And
Charlie
so,
horse.
yeah, to the nth degree and everything. And the effect will last for 3 rounds. Okay. So it's described as intense racking pain, and your face and hands start to blister and all. So yeah, it's not great. Yeah. Okay. All right. Excellent. Oh yeah, make a sanity roll for that happening. Oh, shingles. Yeah, that's awful.
Well, that's a fail.
Okay. 1d6 plus 1 for getting.
Oh boy.
That's 7.
Hey,
no.
God.
Yeah.
And you're already insane because it hasn't been 10 hours since your last bout of madness. So you will have another one, and I rolled it for you. So I dropped my reference here. So a 6 is a very reasonable response. You kind of faint.
Okay.
So
pass out from the pain.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
3 rounds, you'll get back up and stuff. Okay. All right. Georgia.
Okay, I'm gonna join the fray and try to shoot Wilma.
Okay, so you run into the tent there, and you see Wilma. You see Paula's flesh starting to bubble up, and she's screamed so much that she passed out. All right, fire away. Inside the tent's point blank range, I'm sure. So give yourself a bonus die.
I'll spend the 5 luck.
Okay.
All right. What is standard pistol? My character wasn't equipped with something, but I know he picks them up. So
okay,
like a D8.
Revolver is 1d8.
Yeah. There you
go. 6.
6. Okay. All right. Give her a Constitution roll. Yep, that's a major wound, and she is knocked out from the shot.
And I'm freaking out because I've never shot anybody before, and I'm like, I just shot someone.
Give me a sanity roll.
Sure, that's fair. Yeah. I'm handling it very well.
Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, and Eelwater.
Well, I'm in this for the doubloons, so I'm going to be defending Dub.
Okay, yep. All right. So kind of like watching over Dub and everything. All right. So what happens next? So the 3 of you are in the tent, so you guys don't see this. On the outside the tent, you see 20 deep ones come charging out of the woods, and they are running towards you, Dub, because you have their statue and you failed the luck roll, so they saw you grab it.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to do about that?
Well, I think I'm still in mid movement, so I've grabbed the statue and hoisted it, over my back. My plan was to jump over the fire again and then hide in the woods. Now, if I see those things coming towards me, I think since I was not really affected when I saw them, this crazy looking things, I'm going to instead, if they're coming at me, I'm going to go down on one knee and pull the bag open and hold the thing up like this.
Okay. All right.
And if when they get near me, I'll say, I rescued this for Carl. I don't know if they'll understand what that means.
Oh, I like that.
I'll rescue this for Carl.
Yeah, you gotta get the Okay, yeah. They're
Turn
gonna
me
come
down
up
from-
and when you kind of offer that up, one of them takes it from you very reverently and
I keep my eyes down. I don't want to look at them because they're scary.
and it takes it and it turns and starts walking away.
Okay.
All right. Sammy, you're wrestling with Carl there.
Yeah, but I got him loose from Elise, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to grab Elise, and I'm going to try to leave out the back.
Okay. All right. She's more than happily to go with you because you're not choking her to try and kill her. So you're a better option than Carl.
Yeah. Come on, girl.
Come on, let's go. All right. So give me a Constitution roll and see if your movement gets affected.
Okay. So I got exactly 60.
Okay. What is your move normally?
My move normally would be 9.
Okay, you are faster than Carl, who has a move of 7, and he didn't get an extreme. So you're able to kind of, unless you want to do anything besides just get away from him, you're going to be able to get away from him without any issue at all.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm not trying to hold on to him. Let him.
Yeah. You kind of just
turtle his way back up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like it. Okay. So now that the deep ones have the statue, they're kind of leaving again. The guys in the forest are done shooting. They're kind of done shooting, and also we'll just kind of step out of like round by round things. So Paula, in a few 30, 40 seconds, you kind of wake back up. You see Wilma on the ground with a bullet hole in her. Your hands are still boiled over. Illwater, were you wanting to do anything when you saw William? Okay. All right. So I'll let you guys kind of gather back at ground. Sammy's kind of off running with this very attractive lady. Yeah. Appearance 90. So yeah, she's very.
I think I'm just shaking Paula. Paula, what do we do? What do we do?
I'm like totally dazed and like covered in welts and just like Paula's not having a good time. Is our first aid kit around here? I'm trying to get my bearings. I doubt there's a first aid kit around.
No, there is not.
All right. Let's. Is Carl Mann still in the tent with us, or
he? No, because he started to give chase with Sammy, but he just couldn't keep up with him. He's like,
yeah. Okay, all right. Well, we disrupted the ceremony, so we did what was needed. Is Wilma still alive?
Yes, she is.
Okay, all right. Let's find Booker. We'll get her into custody. Hopefully, Sammy has Elise, and we can at least get the two of them. I don't know what's going on with the statue. I'm going to kind of peek out and just see, and I see that the statue's no longer there, so I'm assuming someone got it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see the 20 deep ones that have descended upon the camp, upon leaving the tent?
If you went out the
Early.
back way, you didn't really see in because they were kind of came in a different way. When you guys made that luck roll earlier when you were hiding, that was to see whether or not you bumped into where they were hiding also.
Oh, geez, that would have been unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I did roll sanity. I failed, but I only lost 4 points.
Okay, so you guys kind
But
of.
I think rationally, as soon as they took the statue and left, I'm running for the car, and I'm going to bring the car back at full throttle. I think because I don't know the battle's not still going on.
Okay. Yeah. So you
So I'll come
yep.
screeching into the camp. And I'll slam on the brakes and honk the horn.
All
Well,
right.
there's Dub. So I'm gonna kind of hobble
Get the
over
hell
to
out
the
of here.
Yeah.
I'll help you. Yeah, you can lean on.
And I probably
I'm
do
gonna-
have a first aid kit in the glove compartment.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna go over to Carl and be like, "Our payment, please."
He goes, oh, of course. And he gets out his he kind of digs in his pocket and he goes, he gets some out and he goes, as agreed.
You're not gonna do anything weird with that statue, are you?
No. We're gonna use it for what it was intended for.
Can I roll psychology?
Sure.
Eschatology. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, my psychology is miserable to begin with, and I got a 90, so
Yeah.
I believe him.
Yeah, sure. Okay, all right. So he kind of after that he nods at you both and he gets into his vehicle and he drives away also.
Well, here's your raise, Dub. You're
Get
gonna
in,
be set for life.
get in. We're getting the F out of here.
Okay. All right. So you guys get out of there and when you you talk to Booker and he what do you do with Wilma and what do you do with Elise?
I turn them over to Booker. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I can think
I'm
of
trying to think of
problem.
what he would do with them because like he doesn't want. Yeah, he tells you he doesn't want because he can't do anything with it because if he tries to charge in, then they're going to get released.
Yeah.
And all. So yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Here's the thing, right? This all happened on federal lands.
That's
Can we
true.
bring them to the FBI rather than the local police?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could do that. Okay, yeah. Forestry Service will help you out.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Okay, so you guys kind of go back and everything and Booker, he retires, because that's why he didn't really want to make waves. He really put his neck out there to help you out and all. About 5 years later, you were reading through these papers and everything, and you were seeing these stories of like artists getting these weird dreams and all. And the last story you saw was about this guy. He was talking about how he found this island in the middle of the Pacific and that rose up. And we'll close out. You get a letter, and it's from Carl Mann. And he thanks you, and he goes, "Hey, we never would have been able to contact our God so closely if you guys hadn't gotten the statue to us. Here's a few extra doubloons as a thank you." He's like going, "Don't contact me again."
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I think
We
after-
won't.
After 5 years, I think I've moved to the geographic center of the country, as far away from the water
from ocean.
in all directions.
Yeah, Paula went a little nuts, so she's buying the best sanatorium room she can afford.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Excellent. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So if you had let Wilma, which I don't see how anyone would, then she would have raised the Ferox, which are these elephantine creatures, to kill the and devour the volunteers, and she would have become a even a greater sorcerer. If you hadn't stopped Carl, what he planned to do was after she started the fire, he was going to kill her and Elise, and then use that to raise a star spawn to destroy Santa Monica.
Wow.
But since you guys since you kind of disrupted it both, he used it for his secondary purpose, which was to try and awake Cthulhu, which was in the Call of Cthulhu story, of course, when Raley rose up for I believe that was 1926, 1927 is when that was supposed to have happened. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I can see, too, that there were some legal problems here, because technically, what could you charge them with? They didn't actually do anything.
I mean, it was like conspiracy. Yeah, it was conspiracy to commit murder for sure, right? And
according to us,
yeah.
But the people who were going to be sacrificed wouldn't attest to that, because they were volunteers. They wanted to be sacrificed. They'd say,
well, we heard Wilma say, come up to be sacrificed.
It's just us against them.
So it would be us against all these fanatic Satanists, right? In a court of law and a bunch of law enforcement people. Obviously, Eelwater probably wouldn't be there, but a bunch of law enforcement licensed people saying, we heard Wilma, ask people to come forward to sacrifice themselves on federal land. We know about their chamber at the church, so they could go investigate that.
Yeah.
That probably is human.
My guess is there would be a lot of legal problems. Yeah.
I think the circumstantial evidence alone is very damning.
I think it was trying to capture the scene in the actual story where they raid the New Orleans swamp cult, where they just went in and just wiped it out. That's the legal niceties of the 1920s.
Exactly.
Or in that story, of course, there are already dead people hanging all
There
around.
are true. They
already had their sacrifice. That's a really good story.
It's a great story.
I liked how it tied into the other one that we ran. I like the cults of Cthulhu. They're really good.
They're fun. Let's see here. So Levi, he kind of already told you what happened, right? He picked up Elise, and she just wanted to see what Wilma was up to, because she's becoming an adult woman, starting to rebel against her mom and stuff. And so he just got brought there, and when the attack happened. So Wilma ordered that those two statues from England, and Lombardo brought it in, and he's such a misogynistic jerk, he decided that, she's got a lot of money and she's a woman, I can pressure her to give me more money. And she's like, well, I don't want someone doing that, so I'm just going to take what's mine. And so that's how you guys got kind of involved in the story. Carl was just trying to use her because he knew she had the statue, and he's like, oh, well, she'll do all the work, and then I can raise this star spawn to kill people, because that's what I like to do.
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica,
So was there anything significant about the shape of the church? Or interesting
no,
for the
it was just an interesting shape,
because based on the way that it looked and everything, I've waited every episode for those ladies to turn into giant spiders.
I know,
you kept on. They were eating us all.
I kept looking at it like, oh yeah, now he points it out. Yeah, I can see
It does kind of look like spider web draped over the whole
it did.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Keith, for
Mhm.
running that for us.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Keith.
that was great fun.
Good.
Our players included Stefan Amshi, Holly Buto, Troy Wheeldryer, Max Meltzer, and myself with Keith Craig as the Keeper of Arcane Lore. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can press the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.